Let's talk about basics. Uploading. Whether you have a picture, an image, a screenshot, a saved picture, if you see this on Google and you're like, I really want that picture, save it as a photo. And then let's go to Cricut. It's going to take me a little while since my new version won't upload because I have no storage apparently. But other than that, I wanted to tell you a couple things. When we're uploading, you can't just leave it as is. It's going to be a big rectangle or square. You have to clear it up. So what I mean is you have to make sure there's these boxes, these little squares around it, like an SVG style. So you're clicking on everything that you want gone. So what you want is just your outline. There's a couple ways of doing this. For this image, I'm going to click on everything that is white. The reason for it is because it's an image that is not closed off. The nose, the face, half of it is open. So you have to do it this way. For the second image, I'm going to do a different way, just so you can see that there's different ways of uploading your image. Does not have to already be an SVG or PNG, nothing like that. The other one is, instead of clicking on the white like we did on the other one, if you have a solid image, you can actually just click on the black and or whatever color it is, right? Because sometimes it'll be different colors. And then you just click on the anything that's black and it's a quick cleanup sometimes. So I did this one inverted and here's why. To show you that if there's more clicks in the white, for example, you can actually do it black. And because that one's not closed off, we didn't do it there. This one is, so then you get contour and you hit the square and now your image is ready. So it's a quick way of cleaning up. I mentioned cleaning up, but it's uploading. Now, if you wanted to make it like this, you're ready. Hit make it and you can go. But what if you wanted to change the color of the bow? You're going to do a duplicate. You can change the color here if you want. And we're going to do contour. Contour will let you hide everything you don't want and keep just what you want. So in this case, by hitting contour, you have a couple options. You can click on each item you don't want to keep or click on hide all at the very top and then just select what you want to keep. Make sure the square is removed and now you have your bow. You can do this for any image that is solid, closed off. And if you notice, I'm working on my phone, so it's really hard to center it, but it fits perfectly. We're going to do this with the bow on the top too. And the nice thing is you can change it whatever color you want. Essentially, what's going to determine the color is your vinyl. But at least you get your visual, it sets it apart, and you're able to do it this way. Same thing here. I'm going to click on everything I do not want to keep, which is the fingers, the eyes, the nose, the ears. I just want the actual bow. And you can go through the bottom, scrolling through, or you can click on the actual items. Either way, it works. Now, keep in mind also, whatever you can do here, you can print or have it cut on vinyl for cups. And you can also do it on HTV for shirts. So the thing is, you can do the same thing. All that's going to be different is how you do it, because when you come to this area, if you're ready to do with vinyl for cups, like permanent vinyl, you're ready to go. If you're going to do shirts, you're going to mirror. That's the biggest difference. You mirror for shirts, and that's to make sure that the back adheres to your shirt. Now with the bottom, meaning if you were to say, oh, I want the tongue also, you can still go back. That's the nice thing about contour, is you can go back, that you don't lose your image. Now, if you want to keep going, I'm going to show you, I'm going to do the face, and then I'm going to go back and do the eyes, but it's the same process. Oh, there you go. I got real close up and personal with it, and it worked. Now, if you want to do the face, same thing, choose the color, and just know that colors might not match exactly to your vinyl. And that's one thing that I tell my friends when I'm making them shirts. Hey, do you like it do you approve these colors? Color may not look exactly like it, but it's, way to show them, give them a visual. And then when I am ready to show them the vinyl, I'll take a picture of the vinyl. This is what will go for the bow and, so on, just to give them a visual. Overall, it's a lot of moving parts, right? So just know that sometimes you just got to move things out of the way just to fix one thing or the other. But as long as you don't resize it or accidentally lower the sizing or the integrity of one of the images, all of it should stay just fine. So this is how I do my uploads. See, I had accidentally done it. Just hit undo. No problem. And the other tip, I'm going to add my grid back on my canvas. I usually don't work with grid just because I like a clean slate, but that's because after 8 years, I know what to expect. But I'm going to add the grid so I can show you something. With the grid, you will see what areas will be cut hollow or through. The reason I do this is because I want you to know if you can see through the grid, it's going to cut. Here's what I mean. If I didn't put those eyes on there, it would have cut, just like in the top Minnie Mouse. If you can see through the eyes, it's going to cut through them. It's not going to be white. So it'll be the color of your shirt. That's why I like to add white bits for the eyes like there. So that way it can cover it in case my shirt is a different color, blue, purple, whatever. It won't show through. If you can see through the grid, you will be able to see through that design once you weed it. And what I mean here is, look, if you can't see through the ears, the nose, it means it'll be a solid. If you can see through the bow, it's going to be hollow. And so when you weed, you're actually taking that with you. And so that's a way to know what to weed and what you're going to keep.